So I disappeared for 14 months and everyone's asking if I went full monk mode. The 4 a.m. wake-up calls, 2 hours of daily meditation, ice baths for mental toughness, and of course the mandatory gym session. Yeah, that's not what happened, but here's the truth. I didn't do any of that extreme stuff. No cutting off my family, no turning into a hermit. And yet I improved more as a trader in the last year than in the previous 6 combined. And no, before you ask, I'm not going to talk about how much money that means. That's not what this is about. But if you're juggling a full-time job, family, and day trading like me, stick around. I'm sharing the real monk mode that actually works for normal people. Forget about what you see on Instagram, throwing your phone in a drawer for 90 days, deleting every app, telling your friends you'll emerge from your cave when you hit your profit targets, eating the exact same meal every single day to eliminate decision fatigue. And here's my favorite part. They document the whole thing on Instagram because nothing says digital monk like posting daily updates about how disconnected they are, right? Look, I get why this appeals to people. There's something almost romantic about the idea that if you go hard enough, you'll unlock some secret level of trading performance. It sounds motivational in a hype video, but come on, these fake commitments are just that. Fake for 99% of us. They're extreme, unsustainable, and set you up for epic failure. Obsessions like this don't account for the fact that life keeps moving. You can't pause your responsibilities to become a Zen master. I've got a full-time job and family responsibilities. My time is limited, just like yours is. If you're sitting there thinking, I'll go monk mode when everything lines up perfectly, no stress, endless hours, zero interruptions, newsflash, you'll wait forever. That perfect setup doesn't exist. But here's the intriguing part. Even with all those constraints, I crushed it. How? Not by going extreme, but by getting smart about it. What if instead of trying to meditate for 2 hours, you just stopped checking your phone during market hours? What if instead of waking up at 4 a.m., you just went to bed without scrolling through trading Twitter for 90 minutes? What if instead of watching 100 more trading videos, you took notes and actually implemented one concept from the video you watched last week? I know, it doesn't make for great Instagram content. There's no dramatic transformation photo of me sitting in lotus position at sunrise, no ice bath selfies, no motivational quotes over pictures of my perfectly organized desk. But while everyone else was competing for who could be the most extreme, I was quietly figuring out something way more powerful. Not digital minimalism for the sake of looking disciplined online, but strategic focus that actually moved the needle. Quality over quantity in everything. The information I consume, the setups I trade, the hours I spend analyzing charts. Because here's the thing that might blow your mind. When I stopped trying to do everything perfectly and started doing the right things consistently, that's when everything changed. How do you cut through all the noise and figure out what actually matters? That's exactly what we're diving into next. Because the real monk mode for traders, it's not about what you add to your life. It's about what you have the courage to subtract. So let me redefine monk mode for you. Because what I discovered wasn't some ancient secret or revolutionary new approach. It was actually stupidly simple. It isn't about deprivation. It's not about punishing yourself or proving how disciplined you are to strangers on the internet. It's about strategic focus. And here's the key. It's digital minimalism tailored specifically to trading, not some blanket approach that treats all distractions equally. Monk mode isn't about doing more. It's about doing less, but doing it so much better that the results compound exponentially. I spent years trying to add more to my trading routine, more indicators, more time frames, more news sources, more strategies, more screen time. What if the problem was that I had too much? Picture me a couple years ago, waking up, scanning Twitter, checking 3 news sources, reviewing my watch list, analyzing charts on multiple time frames, and by the time the market opened, my brain was already fried. I was drinking from a fire hose when all I needed was a clean sip of water. How can doing less make you better? It goes against everything we're taught about success, right? Most traders are machine gunners. They're taking every setup, watching every chart, reacting to every piece of news. They think more action equals better results. I became a sniper, and the results? Look, I don't like throwing around numbers because everyone's situation is different, but I'll say this, it's not just financial. I'm talking about confidence, decision-making under pressure, emotional control when trades go against me, the ability to stick to my plan even when every instinct is screaming at me to do something else. And each time I subtracted something, instead of feeling like I was missing out, I felt lighter, clearer, more focused on what actually mattered. And in that clarity, I could finally see the patterns that mattered, the setups that actually worked. But I'm getting ahead of myself. You're probably thinking, okay, this sounds great in theory, but how do I maintain focus when my phone is buzzing with notifications and I'm getting pulled in 12 different directions? I'm going to break down the day-to-day habits that made this transformation possible, and I'll start with the one change that had the biggest impact. I stopped consuming trading content during market hours, period. I know what you're thinking. That's it? Sounds so simple, but stick with me here because this rabbit hole goes way deeper than it sounds. Let me paint you a picture of a typical morning routine. By 9:35 in the morning, I already checked 3 different Discord servers, scanned through Twitter, and glanced at 2 YouTube live streams. My brain was like a computer with 47 tabs open. Then a trade would present itself, a clean setup, right in my wheelhouse. But instead of trusting my analysis from the night before, I'd think, wait, let me just see what that guy on Twitter is saying about this level. I was outsourcing my conviction to a crowd of strangers who, let's be honest, probably weren't even profitable themselves. So I went on what I call an information diet, not forever, just during market hours. From 9:30 to 4 p.m., my world became very small. Just my charts, my predetermined plan, and my rules. Within a week, I was seeing setups I'd been missing for months. Not because they weren't there before, but because my brain finally had the bandwidth to recognize them. But let me tell you about the moment when you'll realize you're trading in an enlightened state. You're in a trade, beautiful setup, perfect entry, everything aligned. But then it starts moving against you. Just a small drawdown at first. Now it's halfway to your stop loss. Feel your hands start to get sweaty. You're squirming in your chair. You have the urge to check Twitter, scan the news, see if anyone else was getting stopped out. But notice a calm coming over you. Not happy about losing money, but relaxed and confident about following your system. The trade hits your stop loss. A clean exit, exactly where you predetermined you get out. That's when it'll click for you. You're no longer trading the market anymore. You're now only responsible for trading your system. My system doesn't care about my bills, my ego, or what some guru on Twitter was predicting. This revelation led me to the second major shift, process over profit. I completely stopped checking my profit and loss during active trades. Now, I'm not saying ignore your risk management. I'm saying stop obsessing over unrealized numbers that change every second. Here's a simple test for you. When you're in a trade, count how many times you look at your unrealized profit. If it's more than once, you're probably trading your emotions. I also created what I call non-negotiable rules. Not 47 rules that cover every possible scenario, but 3 simple rules that I never ever break. Rule 1. I don't risk more than 0.5% per trade. Rule 2, I don't enter a trade without a predetermined exit plan. Rule 3, I don't add to losing positions ever. 3 rules, that's it. But here's the magic. When you have fewer rules, you're more likely to follow them consistently. And consistency in trading beats perfection every single time. The compound effect of these tiny improvements is wild. We're not reinventing your entire approach. We're talking about making 1% improvements that stack on top of each other. After 6 months, you'll look back at your trading journal and laugh. Now here's where most people get monk mode completely wrong. They think it means complete isolation, cutting off everyone, burning bridges, becoming a hermit. That's not strategic, that's just antisocial. Strategic isolation means choosing your influences carefully. I used to be in 6 different Discord servers, constantly getting pinged with alerts and opinions. I used to watch dozens of videos a week. Now I pick 1 educational video per week that teaches me a specific concept I can implement. For day trading specifically, this approach is gold. Instead of trying to learn every pattern in the book, I focused on perfecting my execution of 3 high probability setups. Instead of scanning everything, I only look at 5 pairs. If you're working toward prop firm funding, this approach is even more crucial. Prop firms don't care if you know 47 different strategies. They care if you can consistently execute 1 or 2 with discipline and proper risk management. And risk management, this is where tiny improvements create massive results. I dropped my risk per trade from 1% to 0.5%. Doesn't sound like much, right? But over 100 trades. That's the difference between a manageable drawdown and an account-ending losing streak. Here's what blew my mind about all these changes. None of them required me to wake up earlier, trade more hours, or sacrifice time with family. They just required me to be more intentional about the trading time I already had. And the compound effect, after 6 months of these tiny consistent adjustments, you'll look at your results and think someone else was trading your account. Same strategies, same market, same time investment, completely different outcomes. But I'd be lying if I said this journey was all smooth sailing. There will be days when you're tempted to abandon this whole approach and go back to your old ways. When the market is moving and you feel like you're missing out by not checking every possible source of information. But then something will click for you. Stop and put the phone down. For the first time in months, just sit with the discomfort. You just took 3 losses in a row and your prop account is almost breached. Instead of searching for external validation or explanation, actually examine them. And you'll see 3 perfectly executed trades that followed your rules, honored your risk management, and happened to hit the 50% of outcomes where the market moves against you. That's it. No conspiracy, no hidden pattern you missed, no failure of your system. That's when you'll realize something counterintuitive. Less screen time was leading to better entries, not because you're seeing more setups, but because you're seeing the right setups more clearly, and gradually things will start to change. Not the dramatic Instagram-worthy transformation that makes for good content, just quiet improvements that compounded over time. Your confidence during trades will become unshakable, not because you'll be winning more, though you will be, but because you'll trust your process completely. When a trade goes against you, you won't panic or start searching for explanations. You'll just follow your plan. Your emotional regulation during losing streaks will improve dramatically. You'll stop taking losses personally. They won't be failures of your character or proof that you aren't cut out for trading. They'll just be part of the statistical reality of trading with an edge. In following your plan, it'll go from maybe 60% on good days to 95% consistently, because when you remove all the external noise, it'll become much easier to hear your own inner voice, the one that actually knows what to do. But here's what's important to understand. You'll still make mistakes. You'll still have days where you question your decisions. You'll still be learning, still evolving as a trader. Because what you'll finally understand is that the secret to sustainable improvement won't be about becoming perfect. It won't be about eliminating all distractions or achieving some impossible level of discipline. All this time, I thought I needed more willpower, more self-control, more ability to force myself to do things I didn't want to do. The difference was intention, not because I was disciplined enough to make it purposeful, but because I'd eliminated everything that wasn't purposeful. Think about it. When you remove 90% of the noise from your trading routine, the remaining 10% doesn't require discipline to focus on. It's the only thing left. When you stop consuming random trading content, you don't need willpower to focus on your own analysis. There's nothing else competing for your attention. Strategic subtraction beats extreme addition every single time. Instead of trying to add meditation, cold showers, perfect morning routines, and militant discipline to my already overwhelming life, I just took things away. I took away the Twitter notifications during market hours. I took away the random YouTube videos that taught me nothing actionable. I took away the Discord servers that were just noise machines disguised as education. And you know what happened? I didn't need to become a different person. I just became a better version of the person I already was. You don't need to change everything to change everything. You just need to change the right things. And most of the time, the right thing to change is what you stop doing, not what you start doing. But here's where most people go wrong with any improvement approach, whether it's trading, fitness, or anything else. They try to change too much, too fast, and they end up changing nothing at all. So let me give you the sustainability test that saved me from my own ambitions. If you can't do something consistently for 6 months, don't do it for 6 days. Seriously, if your new routine requires you to wake up 2 hours earlier, meditate for an hour, work out for 90 minutes, and completely restructure your family life, stop right there. You're setting yourself up to fail. The extreme monk mode approach fails because it requires you to maintain perfect discipline indefinitely. But the strategic approach I'm talking about, it doesn't require discipline at all once you set it up correctly. When you eliminate sources of distraction instead of trying to resist them, you're not fighting your willpower every day. When you create systems that work with your constraints instead of against them, consistency becomes effortless. Progress over perfection, always. I'd rather make a 1% improvement that I can maintain for a year than a 50% improvement that I abandon after 2 weeks. And that's the beautiful thing about the real monk mode for traders. You don't have to sacrifice your life to refine your trading. You don't have to choose between being a good trader and being a good parent or friend. The market doesn't care how early you wake up. It doesn't care if you meditate for 2 hours or take ice baths. The market only cares about one thing. Can you execute your plan consistently without letting emotions or external noise interfere with your decision making? And the fastest way to develop that ability isn't to add more complexity to your life. It's to subtract the distractions that are preventing you from doing what you already know how to do. So if you're ready to stop trying to become someone else and start becoming the best version of yourself, if you're ready to refine your trading without sacrificing everything else that matters to you, let's talk a minute on how to do that. Step 1, start with subtraction. Audit your information sources. Open your phone, look at who you follow on Twitter, what Discord servers you're in, which YouTube channels you're subscribed to. Ask yourself this simple question for each source. Has this actually made me a better trader in the last 3 months? Not entertained you, not made you feel like you're learning, actually improved your trading results? If the answer is no, unfollow, unsubscribe, leave the server. I know it feels scary, like you might miss something important. Trust me, you won't. The truly important information will find its way to you. Step 2, build your 3 non-negotiables, not 10, not 5, 3. These are rules you never break no matter what. Here are mine as examples. Never risk more than 0.5% per trade. Never enter without a predetermined exit plan. Never add to losing positions. Your 3 might be different, but keep them simple. Complex rules get broken when you're stressed or excited. Simple rules become automatic. If implementing any of these steps feels like you're constantly fighting yourself, you've gone too extreme. Dial it back. Real change should feel like relief, not resistance. If you're white-knuckling your way through your new routine, you're doing it wrong. Adjust without abandoning the plan. Look, I've given you a lot to think about today, but thinking isn't enough. Implementation is everything. So here's what I want you to do right now. Drop a comment below and tell me, what's one trading distraction you're eliminating this week? Just one. It could be a Twitter account that adds no value, a Discord server that's just noise, or a habit that's stealing your focus. In the meantime, check out a previous video over here. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.